Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a young lad named Peter. Peter was tasked with tending to the village's flock of sheep. However, Peter harbored a mischievous streak and found the solitude of the hillsides rather dull. One day, while basking in the warm sunlight, Peter concocted a plan to infuse some excitement into his routine. He decided to play a prank on the villagers by falsely crying out that a wolf was attacking the sheep. His cries echoed through the valley, stirring panic among the villagers who rushed to the hillsides armed with pitchforks and clubs, only to find Peter doubled over with laughter, sheep grazing peacefully beside him. The villagers, though relieved that no wolf was present, were not amused by Peter's antics. They warned him sternly of the consequences of such deceitful behavior and returned to the village, shaking their heads in disapproval. But Peter's thirst for mischief was not quenched. On subsequent days, he repeated his trickery, each time enjoying the spectacle of the villagers' frantic response. However, his cries for help fell on increasingly skeptical ears, as the villagers grew weary of his false alarms. Then, one fateful evening, as dusk settled upon the hills, a genuine threat emerged. A large, menacing wolf crept stealthily toward the flock, its eyes gleaming with hunger. Peter, sensing the imminent danger, cried out with all his might, "Wolf! Wolf, please help!" But this time, his cries were met with indifference. The villagers, believing it to be yet another prank, chose to ignore him, convinced that Peter was once again playing his deceitful games. Tragically, the wolf descended upon the flock, snatching sheep after sheep in its jaws until only a few remained. As darkness enveloped the hills, Peter realized the dire consequences of his actions. His deception had cost him the trust of the villagers and the safety of the flock. In the aftermath of the wolf's rampage, Peter learned a valuable lesson in honesty and integrity. His tale served as a cautionary reminder to all, emphasizing the importance of truthfulness and the grave consequences of deception. And from that day forth, the villagers approached every plea for help with discernment, mindful of the boy who cried wolf.
Thank you for watching. This is a VTP channel. You can find us at youtube.com/VTP. What is a meaningful lesson from The Boy Who Cried Wolf?
A meaningful lesson from The Boy Who Cried Wolf is the importance of honesty and integrity. The story highlights the consequences of deception and the erosion of trust that occurs when one consistently lies or exaggerates the truth. Through the character of Peter, the tale teaches us that credibility is fragile, and once lost, it is difficult to regain. Peter's initial false alarms may have seemed harmless pranks, but they ultimately led to dire consequences when a real threat emerged, and nobody believed him. Furthermore, the story underscores the significance of accountability for one's actions. Peter's deceit not only endangered the flock, but also reflected poorly on his character within the community. The repercussions of his dishonesty serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of being truthful and trustworthy in our words and deeds. In essence, The Boy Who Cried Wolf encourages us to value honesty, uphold our integrity, and recognize that credibility is a precious asset that should never be squandered.
This content is mainly for the purpose of learning English vocabulary, English grammar, and English sentence structure. A sincere thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you for considering subscribing to see more exciting videos.